Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is 7:30 in the morning Eastern Time, so it is very early in the morning, but we have to go to work. So in this video, I will be going one of my strategy open breakout session. I will dedicate this whole video for the back testing. I will try to test so many market. I'll try to place as many trades as I can for the time being, for the time that we have, and then we'll try to see what is the win rate of this strategy. So without further ado, let's jump to it and just let's get going. So this is open breakout ORB, open retest breakout. Essentially, I trade in New York market because I am in North America, and the perfect time to test for us to trade is actually the New York market. That is when everybody's up. Open retest breakout. So let's just jump to it. So jump to the chart. To the trading view, and let's get going. All right. So normally the way I backtest my things, to make it faster, I don't really go to the replay button. I'm just gonna start playing it from here and going backward all the way as far as we can. So the whole idea is that okay, I'm just show a little bit here. Okay, where's the drawing tool? All right, here. So let's assume that this is the okay, not the perfect one. Do it again. Straight line. Yeah, it's better. That is better. Okay, straight line. I said this is the open, New York open, and this is New York open here. 15 minute. Where this is a 15-minute New York open here. Right now we are going to wait for a breakout of this. So 15-minute New York open, and then you're gonna extend the line across, and then you're gonna wait for the breakout of this break to the upside or break to the downside. Okay, low and low, low and low to break to the downside. So depending on this break, okay, depending on these breaks, you're actually gonna trade based on that. So once it break to the upside, you wait for the retest, and then you want to see the confirmation here, you ride. The same with the break to the downside, you wait for the retest, this one here, and then with the confirmation, you ride down. Okay, let's jump to the market, to the chart, and I'll show you more there. So we're here. This is actually, and the market is closed, as you can see here. Okay, but we can still trade it just to test our strategy. I do have some lines here which I use sometimes, but this strategy is strictly gonna focus on the New York opening. So what I do is that see, this is the time frame. The time is down here, the clock, the hour, right? I go to 9 a.m. and then I'll extend my to 15 minutes. Actually, let's go to 2 minutes. Okay, it's much better. These are sessions. Please just to know what time frame you're in, what market I'm in. So there, 15 minutes is okay. Let's go to 3 minutes will get me. You want to get the exact measurement, but otherwise it's not really. Where are we? Okay, not good enough. Okay, it's 5 minutes. Go to 1 minute. Will show us better. Okay, go to 1 minute here. This is 1 minute. 9 a.m. 9:15. 9:15. It's right there. And then the high of the 9:15 and the low at 9:15. And then now what you do, you basically extend this until it crosses. Okay, basically here it crosses up to the downside and it comes back to the middle and retested it. So the middle of the 15-minute open range, it also acts as a resistance. So you see that it breaks just by one candle and comes back and it retest and actually push back. But I'm not gonna trade that. I wanna wait for 2 minutes, 2 candles breakout. Okay, so here 1, 2, it actually breaks with 2 candles, and then I wait for it to come back to the retest. So it came back to the retest here. Okay, make this a little bit blurry right here, right there, maybe a little bit, and there. It came back and retest the opening range, and then with the color change to the upside, you can enter here. I try to make 1-to-1, but we can just try to see what the market will give us to breakout and to retest, then breakout up, then basically enter here. Okay, I entered, yeah. I put my stop loss there and right in the top, that is 2.6. Okay, I'm gonna call this one number 1. So number 1, and it is a win. I like to put a ticker, so that's a win. Okay, go to the next day, previous day actually. Okay, look for 15 minutes. 9:15. 9:15. Okay, it's 9:15. That's 9:15. We look for the low and the high. It's the low. That's the high. And then we extend this until just to. This is a breakout. Another candle. It keeps going, and then the retest with the breakout of the retest. I call this color change. With the breakout of the retest, I'll enter. I'll wait for the close. So this candle was pretty long. I'll probably enter here. Then 1 to 1 is maxed. 1 to 1. I think target is higher. It didn't get there, but if we are targeting 1 to 1 plus candle, you would have made 1 to 1. You enter the tip of the previous, when the candle is broken, you enter the top of it, the candle that is being overcome. So here the sellers are being overcome by the buyers. You enter the tip of that. So 1 to 1. So this is another win. So 1 to 1. If the market gives, we'll keep taking. Okay. So we'll get involved exactly what time? 9:29. Roughly the average time that we stay in the market. 6 minutes. Yeah. So if you finish at this 9:30 and you still wanna trade or you wanna take more short, you can always wait for the retest. So yeah, since the market is a little bit accumulating, it's not really moving. So that from here to here, it's accumulating. You can either wait for an absolute. See how that's wide that is. Yeah, because the market has been moving. So it is not a perfect day. Actually, in a market like this, we wouldn't even trade. I wouldn't trade actually. See, but we get this 1 to 1. Let's go to the next. I don't know if you realize, but the chart, if you're on 1 minute or 2 minutes, it's not gonna give you the whole chart. It's gonna try to create a new one because it is a new year. It's gonna gives you up to that to January or whatever. It's funny, I just noticed that. Okay, here's that 15 minute 15 minute low, and then you extend this one across and you wait for the breakout. Here this line broken this, and then you see this a retest. This is a perfect setup. This is an A setup. So you go for a sell here, the breakout, a retest, a rejection, then it here, the tip of this guy here, I'll enter here. Then the line here, target here, that's 2 here, yeah, 1 to 1. Yeah, it's 1 to 1. But I always let my runners run, so right there. Yeah. A lot of time is actually gonna give you more than that 1 to 1. This is now is 2.36. So this is going to be number 3. Okay. On the previous setup, I would like to come back there if we have time. Maybe it's just one other day how you can trade ranging market that means like the market really doesn't break, doesn't give a clear break from a New York Open, from the orb. It keeps um, retracing in between the orbs. That's a strategy that you can use. The same strategy, but there's some tricks that you can utilize to help you trade that ranging market. But let's first get this. If we have time, we'll try to work on one. So it doesn't give me exactly 15 minutes, so I'll work with the 16 because I am on 2 minutes. 3 minutes will give me exact 15, but for some reason the way this chart works, it doesn't give you it doesn't give me a good chart on 3 minutes. So later on I'm gonna put on 5 minutes because when you get to December or so, this chart's gonna start acting out. Like I said, it's because it's New Year. It doesn't give you all the candles, all the chart for the previous year if you're in a lower time frame. I don't know if you know what I mean. So here we break up, and then just one candle, we come down, retest. Now we're waiting for it. Now this is considered two candles. Okay, this is considered two candles, and we break down. It actually grabs this liquidity here, and you push back. So I wouldn't still enter here until I see a change. So this here, this candle will engulf this one. I wouldn't enter here or this one. Why? Because it hasn't really crossed over this. It's about the same. It's about the same. But down here, see, this can actually overtake the red candle. And then, like I said, I enter on the tip of the candle that breaks the red. Okay. So back side. And of course, the first target is 1 to 1. And then my stop loss on the bottom of the candle that was broken. And then our first target is 1 to 1. So 1 to 1 is good. But I'll try to put the runner, which really in this case it wouldn't work. So we would put just 1 to 1 because it actually comes back right away. So this is number 4, and it is actually a win. So 1 to 1 is a win. If you hang around a little bit and you want to take more trade, this is what should you extend that, and you just wait every time you have a clear break and you can go for it. But you can see that for the rest of the day, I don't think there was going to be a clear break. There was a break here, and then you have to wait for the retest. The retest, it passes a little bit of the middle of the orb line, but came back. It gives a signal that the buyers were not really that serious. The sellers comes back in, and you'll probably wait for the retest of this one here, and then you come down. But normally in my case, if I have a winning trade, I just stop. I would have stopped here already. Okay, let's go to the next day. Again, New York Open, 15 minutes of New York Open, right there. It's the low, this line is the low, you extend it, this is the high here. Okay, the market was already moving, as you can see that this one break out and some candle on top of it, and it comes down and rejected, and it actually, this candle got engulfed, but this one engulfing candle, and you enter on tip of the top. I entered on top of the candle that was engulfed, and my stop loss on whatever candle is long. So this Greek candle is much longer than the red one, so I can put my stop loss below it. Okay, and again try to one. We always try to make your target on the top of the previous high. Okay, try to put it here. At the same time, you let the room to breathe, so this will give us 1 but if you want to wait, it can give us actually 2. Okay, as you can see, this is another win. This is number 5. Next, again go to 15-minute of New York Open, go to the high, the low, the high and the low, then extend. So they say if you extend the market for about 10 candles without the market being broken, it's most likely there will be like there will be like a breakout towards the end of the day, and most of the time it's going to range, and then toward the end of the day there will most likely be breakout. But like I said, we're not on 15 minutes or 15 we're not on 5 minutes or so. I'm on 2 minutes. So if you're on 5 minutes and you see more than 10 candles or so, the market is not breaking up or down, it's most likely it's going to be a running market. But here we see that there was a clear uptrend here. See that? So this is not the running market. It's a clear uptrend here. So we're just waiting until what time it's gonna break. So here it's broken up, just one candle, extend it, and then it's broken up again. We have this long rejection here. This rejection means that there was like a pressure, buying pressure in the market. So I would have probably entered here at the end of this candle here. You need 2 candles at this, at least 2 candles. My stop loss on the wick. Okay, and then I'll aim 1, but I'll give it 2 if the market is giving. I'll take 2. Yeah, something like that. It's test number 6. And it is a win. Okay, go next. About 16, the low and the high, a 15-minute market open, then extend. There's a break up, 1, 2, 3 candles, 1, 2, 3. So they have up to 3 candles on the top, and then the retest and the rejection, and this candle here breaks this one here. It's really a large engulfing candle. So we'll go here for a buy, here for a buy, I sell up just on the candle that was broken, and then is any high on this? Yes, a lot of highs there. You can probably target all up to there. The first target here, second target, fourth, but we don't want to be greedy, so you can just 1 to 1, 1 to 2. You always let the market breaks like yeah. Six, 8, 7. Is it? It was number 7, right? Yeah, it's number 7, and it's a win. And like I said, let's see how many we can do. Minute. The low, the high. So this was it's broken one candle. Even one candle is enough actually. One candle I like because you see that it's a very large candle. Broken down, goes back to the middle, then go to rejected. Even then here. The break of the candle, then put your stop here. And then your TP, the previous high. So this one is give you 1 to 1. Yeah, it's actually 2. Yeah, got it. Got in, and if you it's a little bit, so it's the liquidity there. Let's say if you held a little longer, it will take you out. If you got held a little, yeah, it would have taken you out. If you have held a little bit, but it's just giving you 1 to 1. So if I were to target this line, right, you didn't know how to do that. Otherwise, you would have waited and maybe re-entered when this candle was rejected. You would have entered on the top of it here, and then you write down a bigger right. Yeah, but it's what it is. We hit our target, so it's test number 8. We go next. Yeah, my voice is very bad. It's too early in the morning, like I told you. It's already 8. We started at 7:30, so we've been here for half an hour. Let's give a few more minutes, then we'll start counting our win rate and the our RR. Yeah, that's the high. The high is here. Then the low is run there. Then we stretch across, and we break with really large candle. We break to the upside. So in this case, It's a lot of pressure, and also down here there's a lot of volumes. You don't really have to hesitate, just enter the breakout of this higher. Just enter. Just go by this an A setup, because it gives you really a very long risk. You're risking too much. So one of the things that you can do in this case, one of the things I learned is that you divide this into 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then the last position you divide that into 2. And then you put your stop loss on the third line of that. So 1, 2, 3. And then you divide this into 2. And then you put your stop loss. Let me see if I can show you what I'm trying to do. So this is just a half of it. Let's say half of it. Yeah. 1, 2, suppose 3. Be a little bit here. And then you divide this in 2 also. 1, 2, 3. You divide it into 2. Then okay, you divide it into 2, and then you put your stop loss here. Yeah, there. On the half of the second half. And put your stop loss there, and you leave the wick. So just to reduce your risk, because here you are actually risking too much. This kind of candle would have appeared at once, really, and a lot of time we have to wait for the close of the candle. That's why we wait until, otherwise we could have entered when it crosses, when it breaks these candles here. This is a lot few candles involved, but this one candle is a very powerful candle. But as you know, powerful candles also have a very powerful retracements. So this is going to be our number 9, and it is a win. Not just a win, but it's a big win. See, 2. If you have held a little bit, you could have gotten even a little bit more, but 2 is good. So we go next. Yeah, trading is difficult, but not when you been in it for a little while, When you come to this level of trading, you see that you are almost printing money. So here we break up the thinking here to the upside. You also see that there's a lot of pressure here. There's a lot of pressure here, a lot of movement here. There's a lot of pressure, the bullish pressure. So you wouldn't even hesitate. This is almost an A setup, Okay. This candle haven't broken, so this is the candle was broken. You put on top of it, and top of it, and you put your stop loss on the bottom of it. Okay. You see your target here. You see your target, and because of this pressure, you can kind of tell that the market is actually going to run. So there's no need to take your profit here. I guess maybe you would have moved your stop loss somewhere here. It tips there with this rejection. Maybe you would have moved your TP here to be on the side, and then you continue with the right. So there was even more move after this initial breakout. This is going to be our number 10. Okay. Number 10. And see, it is a win. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm dropping some juice here. I am dropping some juice here. Okay, so I want you to leave in the comment what you guys think. Okay, this strategy is really it's lightening up, man. It's lightening up. It's popping, they say. It is popping. This strategy is popping. It's popping. So once again, here is our initial 15-minute London session. We got a breakout to the downside, and we have a retest and the rejection, and said so this little candle here, indecision candle, doji, also broken to the downside. You could have entered on in doji, or you wait until this candle gets broken. This large candle is broken. A lot of time people would have waited for this, so I would probably wait for this line too. I entered here. Just an extra confirmation. So this line was broken, was closed down, it's broken, and this line broke it. So I'll place my here. I'll keep my TP that week there and aim 1 to 1, 1 to 2. So it's the previous high from here. This would have been it, but it'll be too tiny, so we'll probably aim here. Yeah, I would have aim here, but because I want to go on the safe side, first you take it 1 to 1. Yeah, but most definitely, most likely I would have aim here. Yesterday's New York low was here. Even you could have done that, but here you want to hold on a little bit, but this here is enough for our strategy. So 1 2.8, I mean, like it's 2 actually. It's 2, so not bad. Okay, it's gonna be now trade number 11. It's popping, man. It's a win. It is a win. Here, 15-minute ORB. Now we're gonna mention this line again because it's in between both New York and London, so we're actually gonna count this as our high. New York high, open low, and then we extend. Damn, now this is a ranging market. You know what I said earlier? You wait for 10 minutes, then the first 10 candles, if they don't see any serious breakup or breakdown, most likely it's gonna be like a running market, and the running market is where we lose a lot of money. We lost a lot of money there because there's no clear trend there. You see, high, low, high, low, high, low. You see, you can have waited a little bit here. There's a breakdown here, but the second candle really wasn't that. It was an indecision candle. It comes back in and it breaks down again. There's no second candle, and we're going again. But like I said, you can trade inside the orb. So most likely some people would have traded here and put their stop loss here and write the market down, but I don't really like that. because here on this breakdown, this candle, they're almost inside, they're actually inside the orb. Even this breakout one is still in decision. I'm not very confident, so I don't know this breakdown. So this was obvious. It's an obvious breakdown. Come back and then break it down here. I think I would have most likely entered here. And where are we heading? 1 to 1 or 1 to 2. That's about enough. And let's see what's gonna happen. Yeah, even in profit, but after a long day. Wait, I would have entered here. I would have lost this trade. Yeah. Engulfing. Yeah, actually I would have entered here. You entered there to be here. So let's see if I would have waited until over 1.8. No. 1, 2, 3. I mean, so this trade would have been a break even here. I would have hold it until here. Only. You aim 1 to 1. 1 to 1 is enough. 1 to 1 is here. So 1 to 1. That's one of the strangest thing, and this is 1.3, 1.2. So 1 to 1, because we know that the market was not even that profit, so we know that it was like a accumulation market. So it would have been fair to take it 1 to 1 and just take it from here. But otherwise, this trade would have resulted in the loss if you wanted to hold more than that. But for 1 to 1 is fine. Okay. But we'll count this as a loss. We'll count this as a one loss. Because we didn't really hit our target. If you enter here, your target is probably going to be this high or this one here. But it didn't really get there. So we'll have hold it until here, then it comes back and take us from here. Okay. This is number 12. And it's a loss. With a loss, I just get the X and put it there. Okay, is it down 12? Yeah, it is out. Number 12 is a loss. Next. Alright. See, losing has a different vibe. Even in this back testing, it's not real money. But I still have that little sweet twitch in your psychology and the shit. If you may excuse my language, then you extend it. Okay. See that the buyers try to kinda break up. It's a little strange here. See that there was a continuation to the upside. For example, was immediately rejected. It breaks down as two complete candle, which is beautiful. It's an A setup, and then the buyers try to go, and then they pull them back down. And I will go short at the moment this was broken. Here, this is the candle that breaks it, but they broken this one. This one was broken here. And over the close down over there for the week. Here, 1 to 1. It's a 1 to 1. It's such a view. The previous high, previous low. There. That's 2.2. Trade number 13. Okay. And it is a win. So one trade is enough. Seeing this thing usually, but if you wanna wait, hang around and look for another trade, nothing. If you wanna hold this trade the whole day, you could have done that and bank this whole thing. But here you would be taken out from here. More like I've been a little bit not supposed to be on the week to week. But from here, week to week would have been fine. Here would have been taken out if you hold it the whole day. Alright, let's continue. Okay, this is a beautiful market here, the bearish market. I'm going to 15-minute again, 9:15, 9:15 open, the high and the low, and then we extend across, waiting for extreme breakdown and the retest, and we entered. So we go across, breakdown. We know the market was already bearish, so you're waiting for the bearish, for the bulls break. They will ride. Very simple. Breakdown up, color change here. Our stop loss here. It comes back, almost take us down, but it did not. And 1 to 1, 1.8, 1.8 maybe, something like that. 1.8, boom. No, the market, because the market was really bearish, I could have held this a little longer, maybe 2, and put 2.8 maybe, yeah, something like that. Big bang. We are at number 14. Imagine if we can get up to 24, that would be beautiful. That is a win. Okay. Same scenario, 9:15, high low, go across, and break to the upside, got rejection, no retest, break the downside twice, boom, indecision candle, it's broken down, you entered. Is it too late? Here, it's not late. Let's see what I would have how would have played out breakout in doji. It's not good when it's setting this things on doji. The doji is broken. I've entered here. I put my stop loss there. The doji and 1 to 1. Yeah, 1.8. I would have hoped for it to come here, but usually what I do in this case, make sure like when the candle actually comes a little bit, just move back to break even here. But I would honestly say this trade is a loss. It is a loss. It is a loss because this one cannot come down. Whoosh, whoosh. I would have aimed here. No. Yeah. If I 1 to 1 is fine. 1 to 1. Let's go back. Take you out. Okay. 1 to 1. It's fine. 1.5. 1.5 to 1.8. It's a win. Which is number 15. It's a win. 15, right? Yeah. Okay. Again. 16 then. You extend across. It's a breakdown. Rejected. Another serious breakdown. You know that the sellers are actually stepping in for a setup, and you wait for the breakdown of that. Call it color change, and you enter by the change of the color. Green color. Let's try to write it into it. These guys would change it here. Tap there, and put your stop loss here. And then 1 to 1 or 1.9, 1.8. That is good. Trade number 16, and it is a win. Okay, 9:15. It is crazy. Look at this back here. And back. That's some breakdown here. Following this trend, I wouldn't hesitate. It's broken. Retest. Here. The retest. The color change here. It's color change of done. 1.9 secured. 1.9 secured, but because of the trend, I would have hold it a little longer. Maybe any target here. Yeah, I would have target this place. That's the first one. Yeah. This would have given me what 2. We are number 17. Oh my god, 17. It is a win. Man, I don't know about you guys, but this 15-minute open range breakout is juicy. It is juicy. I'm loving it. 17. Only one loss. It's juicy. Okay, let's continue going. If you can get up to 20 trades, that'll be beautiful. Okay, 15 minutes. High low, high low, high low, and high low. Yeah. Breakout, group, breakout, group. This is accumulation, the one I was talking about. Breakdown. It's a breakdown. Doji. The doji is not broken. If the doji was broken, we could have gone to the downside. And here, breakdown, whoop, breakdown, whoops, breakdown, goes back, and would I would have been all here? No, I wouldn't, because this cannot really got broken. This there's no color change, right? And this one broke it to the downside. It's broken it. This one broken this one to the downside. It crosses here. So looking, I wouldn't have entered because of the market structure. This thing was already tiny. See, we had to get really tiny because it was grabbing this liquidity here. So I wouldn't really have entered this market. I would have entered in reverse. If I was trying for a buy, I would have entered in reverse. Likely here, I would have entered here and go up. But we have a game playbook to follow, so we're not gonna do that. So what we're gonna do instead, we waited. If we had to wait until this long, we waited until it's broken, and it continues. 1, 2, here. We went on the second one. We kept stop loss. It's here. Other Canada was broken, and we go one. Imagine it's giving a really lot. 1 to 1, but yeah. Given this is the almost the first run, there was a high chances that it is going to continue to run a little longer, because this was the first little serious retracement it is, and for sure we know that it's gonna fail because it is the first retracement, almost kind of the first retracement in the breakout. So I would have held, most likely I would have held a little bit there, Yeah. So we are trade number 19. Yeah, it's number 19. It's a straight win. Are you serious? Okay, it's 18 actually. And don't be a little bit of a sketcher by one point. We won't trade. No. Alright, here we go. 19 is coming. And it is going to be a win also. Because we specialize in winning. So here it is. You know what I was saying? Because it is kind of a new year, the data doesn't show from all the previous. So what I do, I have to switch to 15-minute chart, and now it's gonna affect our analysis a little bit, because I would really like to have my execution in 5 minutes or so, 1 minute, 2 minutes. But the data is going to be a little, I don't know. Okay, let's see. And it's not showing even. See, okay, it's coming there. It's one number 19. It's now one number 18. Now we go to our 19 here. It's really gonna give us tiny candles, something like maybe 4 candles or less. I'm looking for 15 candle number 15, 5, 10, 15. So here, yeah, it is the same thing. It's just that 15th actually, yeah. Candles are a little bigger. We're waiting for the clear breakup. Okay. Yeah, it's a breakout of that. Yeah, it's a clear breakup to the upside. You don't really have the clear breakup this one. It closes. Okay. So if you analyze this market, right? There's a lot of accumulation here. And then the breakout was here. The breakout. Then this candle was to grab all the liquidities that were down here. The stop loss. The retail market is a big money. Grab this QMB, but can continue to upside. You knew that because it's broken from here. It's broken from here. A lot of people are going to long. I'm going to long it. It's breakout. They enter here. And then the retest actually comes in, kind of going back and then push back a little bit. There's a lot of manipulation here, and then now it's time to go up because of this long wick that's to the upside. It shows there's a pressure to the upside. This one just to grab the liquidity here, then it's gonna continue up. So I will enter by the breakout of this candle here, by waiting for the close of that candle. So I would end when this candle closes, and then I would put a stop loss at the end of it. Yeah, but you know what I said earlier, you divide this candle into 3 and you put your stop loss in the mid of second half. in the middle of the second half of the candle, you divide into 2 and then into 6, and then you put it in the middle of the second half here, stop loss. Okay, and then you aim 2 to 1. Yeah, 2 to 1.4. Damn. 2 to 1.8. It was a recent breakout, so I know that's gonna run. 0.8. Even if I go on that side, I'd have without looking at that. So I would have probable target here. This would be the probable target. There. So if I would have moved my there, it will hit, but it will probably take forever. See there. But in futures, you're not allowed to do that. This is outside trading hours. Market close here, so yeah, you're not allowed to do that. So that's why we need to set our take loss profits, take profit in a little bit achievable within the has to be like set achievable within the trading range, trading hours. So by 5 p.m. you should be able to achieve all the target that you wanted to. Beyond that, you will lose the that is in futures. If you're trading futures, beyond that, you will actually lose the account if you're trading beyond that hours. So this is a win. Sorry, this number 20. Okay, 20. I'm stretching up to 24. We can go up to 20. Okay, let's do 2 more. I'm tired. We're probably gonna start losing. You see, like when you're tired, you're not alert. You start making poor decisions because you're tired. Okay, very tiny bit. That's the rejection there. It comes down right and you enter here. The week. You put your stop loss here. One to one. It's even more. There's the previous high there. Okay, that's perfect. It is a win. We are going ahead. Okay, and I don't know, this is gonna be a challenge here because this candle is very long. Okay, if we have very wide orb, it's gonna present us with a lot of challenge. You can almost trade when that orb is reached and then rejected. You can almost trade there because this is going to produce a lot of ranging market. See? So you can almost trade when the orb is broken. So this was the second strategy that but otherwise you wouldn't trade this day. You wouldn't, because to trade in between, you can trade in between. Distance very wide, you could have trade in between. So when I trade in between, it's like you want to have another imaginary line. Can have this imaginary line in between here. This is going to act as a resistance. When it comes to the line, you execute. Okay, so this was our first breakout with the line. I'm going to break it down, come back to it. You break up to this one, I'm going to the, and then you do this because you see that there's a lot of rejection. You should have most likely maybe entered here, apply back. But let's say this day is neutral, no trade this day, because the market is not really giving us anything. So neutral is like a win day. So break even day, just put a star. Because I don't want to execute that in your strategy where you trade in the middle of orb. It's a little risky. It's like you're forcing the trade. Just let it go. Here again, almost same scenario. Okay. There. Now play across. Break the target. Whoops. Broken. Following that trend with a breakdown of this color change. Color change here. My stop load is very wide, but 1 to 1. 1 to 1 would have been achieved, but this trade would have been risky. I wouldn't have entered it just by the look of it, but I'm taking it. The candle that was broken is this guy here. So here, yeah, the green candle. So 1.4. I think you really have to be strict with your take profit and all that. Otherwise, this one-to-one trades are something. $23, right? Yeah. One more. Then what now? $15 right there. Extend across. Break down. rejection, color change, enter. Color change. One. But one at 1.8. You want 1.8, 1.8. No, 1 to 1. 10 by 1 to 1.8. And also not that fast. It takes almost a second line of rejection. So we go to 1 to 8. $24. Number 24, and it is a win. So ladies and gentlemen, I think this is going to be our last test. As you can see that we have taken 24 trades, and out of 24, how many did we won and how many have we lose? So let's go and count. So 24. Let's see. Let me insert some text here. So we can start writing. So let's count this thing. So 24 is a win, 23 is a win, 22 is a break even, but we're gonna count a loss. So loss, 24 trades, loss, 22 have won. Let's do this. No, it's okay. 22 is a loss. It's a win. 17 is a win. 16 is a win. 15 is a win. 14 is a win. 13 is a win. 12 is a loss. So two losses. If I can maybe do this 22, 12. It's a win, 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 a win, oh my goodness, a win, a win, a win, it's number 2, a win, number 1, a win. So ladies and gentlemen, out of 24 trade, we lose only 2. We lost 2 trade. That's like what? It's like 88% win rate. Yeah. 88% win rate. That's ORB. That's quite something. So like I was saying that this strategy was dropping some juice, and yeah, I've showed you something how it works, and it seems to be working fine. Once again, just a little recap. So this is OB break open range breakout. It's not really range, it's retest. It's open range breakout. So the 15 minutes, first 15 minutes of the market open, it kind of works on all market, but I traded New York open market. I specifically trade golds, but the strategy works both on forex, futures, or even stocks. So in the first 15 minutes of the New York open, you find the high and the low, and then you wait for the breakout from that range, and based on that you wait for the retest, then a confirmation, and basically you trade on the direction of where the market is breaking. And I'll put my TP at 1 to 1, but as you can see that it can actually go more. So the TP is usually I will put up between 1.5 to 1.8, and if it is an A setup, I will even risk like even 2.2 to 2, 1 to 2, or 1 to 2.3. So yeah, the strategy works. It has a higher win rate, as you can see from the test that we did. And all I can say is thank you for staying this long. If you waited until the end of this video, it means that you're somebody who is very serious about trading. And I wish you luck, and I'll meet you in my next video. Thank you so much.